Today marks a special day for the people in Benue State because the president, like I rightly started the show, in his very busy schedule, very busy, very tight, I decided to make small time, create time to just visit the people and feel what they feel and speak with them. But these are people that are mourning, they're in crisis. However, while the president is coming, some, so-called, I'm trying to watch my words.
Well, fortunately, I can't help myself anymore when watching the words.
People just feel, the president, okay, you know what we'll do? Everybody sweep the area, beautify it, let the cultural group come out, let's dance and dance for the, what? You are mourning,
And that's the sheer disregard of life that we see in Nigeria. Whether it's our politicians, whether it's just regular, everyday Nigerian.
Maybe I should leave this story for you.
And that's what it is. It's the sheer disregard of lives and property. And then afterwards, you come out to apologize and say, oh, we're sorry about that. And it begs to ask the question about where your empathy lies as a leader, where your proactivity lies as a leader, and where you value the lives that you seek for, to be voted for. You got into that office and somehow you forgot what really matters as a governor of the state. And it begs to ask the question about your religion as well. And I hate that we're bringing it up, but we do have to bring it up as well. You are the leader of a church, right? And so when you are a leader of a church, you do understand what the value of life and death. You do understand what it means. You do understand what community building means. You do understand the lives and what Nigerians are going through. Then if you now trickle it down to Benue, you understand that that was on the platform you campaigned for. And in barely 2 years, you put out that statement asking your constituents and the people of Benue who are in mourning. Now, not just in the state, but also outside the state and all the...
Cluelessness is like body odor. No matter how much you spray perfume, it will still smell. Unfortunately, maybe you will not be getting to know that you are smelling because you sprayed a lot of perfume, the perfume of propaganda, perfume of changing the narrative, using media to your advantage. The cluelessness will still show. That is the body odor will still be very audible and visible to everybody that comes around you. But you're already used to it. And there's a way you begin to get used to smell that you will not know. Outsiders step into your apartment, come around you and they say, what's happening? But because you have been used to it, you've lived a life. You've lived in that particular smell. That's what's happening in the APC and the Tinubu's government generally. The people have become used to cluelessness, worthlessness, valuelessness, uselessness. That is not normal. That asking for the government to be accountable and responsible is too much. And so they're going to respond with all forms of rhetorics and narratives. It's not the problem. Anybody that doesn't want, it is cluelessness, like body odor. They don't feel it anymore. But it's very easy for anybody to walk into the space and say, there is something strange happening. And that was how every Nigerian, irrespective of their party affiliations, their ideology, their job, the sectors they belong to, the language they speak, they have seen the cluelessness in this government. They can't hold it anymore. But guess who are the people that are creating propaganda around this kind of death? The APC, that have become so used to cluelessness that they can no longer smell it. Even from within. That is the problem. And until we begin to tell these people to their faces, I'm happy every Nigerian is speaking out. Pastors, even those that have been apologetic, that have been sympathizing with them, they can't hold it anymore. They are now seeing the cluelessness. No matter how much you want to derail the narrative, it's been there for years. What exactly have you done particularly? Why is state police not in effect? What is the security architecture of this present government? It is obvious. Everybody can see it. My friend will say it's audible to the deaf and it's visible to the blind. But you will not see it now because it's like you having body odor and trying to spray perfume and body spray so that it will not smell. It is smelling. And we they tell you. And we will tell you, say they smell. And if we don't tell you, we will not, our heart will never. And like I've said, I've swore to the people that have been doing this drama propaganda around this death, we will mourn you. We will mourn over you too. As long as you are politicalizing this death of over 200 Nigerians, we too will politicalize or politicicize your own death. Very soon, you too will be under the feet. Go and mark it. And me talking. Go and mark it. Since you say the people that died, they died out of their own weakness, their own cowardice. You too will have narrative over your death. Agbero government. Idiots.